So if you're planning on building a personal brand for yourself, or maybe even for clients of yours that are paying for you kind of like for a direct done for you service like SMMA, or even you coaching, consulting them through the process, you need to understand that it is a tough thing. Is building a personal brand one of the best things you can do? I believe so. Is it one of the hardest things that you'll probably do? I also believe so. So before you look at the content you should post, the content strategy, the hashtag strategy, like all the technical details of how you actually build a personal brand, you need to get clear on how you're actually going to have the mindset to do this well. And so the good news is that you can build this mindset. If you're currently not confident, if you're doubtful about building a personal brand and you're scared to do it, then hopefully this video gives you some insights as to how you can get over that and how you can still grow despite it being tough. So this was a mini training I built about TikTok, but this applies to Instagram, YouTube, all social media platforms. The reason I've highlighted TikTok is that I found that there's more people on TikTok with anonymous accounts compared to a platform like Instagram or YouTube. So hence, there's a higher degree of people with spam comments, hate comments, etc. So it really is the Wild West. You know, you've got hate comments. There's an example of a guy that commented on my page saying 5'4" behavior, or spam accounts, right? Promoting scams, schemes, crypto, all this stuff. And then there are trolls, right? Like I have people on TikTok that follow every single one of my posts. They don't follow me, but they obviously search in my username every time they go on the app, and every time they will leave a comment. And of course, these are, anonymous accounts, weird profile photo, not the real name. And yes, you could block them, and that might work best for you. It's just, you see those people, if it gets you on your nerves, just block them. Or you can kind of do what I do, which is I just embrace it. I embrace the negativity that comes with it, because with them commenting, that boosts my videos. So the more of those I can get, the more views I will get, meaning the more my business will grow. So for example, there's a video here I posted. It got 200 likes and 20 comments. All right, that's quite a lot of comments. That's like a 10% engagement rate of comment to like ratio. And it's because what I said was a little bit controversial, and I knew it was going to get some people to absolutely love the piece of content and some people to absolutely hate it. This is what some of the most successful personal brands do. They have polarizing content that on one hand people love, on the other hand people hate. So I had, some really insightful comments such as this one or this one. And you'll see that these comments actually got a lot of likes, showing that people love the negativity. Because more comments equals more views, more virality, I purposely post content that I know will make people comment negatively on my page. And I have found that people are more likely to comment negative things on your page versus positive. On the flip side of that, when you get a positive comment versus a negative comment, you will put more emphasis on the negative comment. I've had days where I could have 100 positive comments and there's just one real nasty negative comment that can chip away at me. Especially when I started my personal brand. I started posting quite consistently in 2020. And that for me, the first few months was a real learning curve of how to actually deal with this. It would really get in on me. It would really make me doubt if it was actually worth posting the content, and that maybe I was just better off not having a personal brand. And I blocked a few people and I thought that would solve the problem. But when I made true progress, personally being able to deal with it and actually then getting results with my personal brand was just embracing that this is part of the game, and that if you're getting some hate comments, some cringe comments, it's probably good. Cool. So I'm showing you all of this because I want you to know what to expect. It is the Wild West, and you will see for yourself that this is the reality. But as of right now, you might have a very rose-tinted view of TikTok or Instagram or your personal brand. But just know that there'll be a lot of negativity that comes with it as well. That's not bad. It's how you use that. Most people I speak to that are in the realm of, I want to start a personal brand, but they haven't done it, or they don't do it consistently enough. Like they don't post content every day. It's sporadic. It's every couple of weeks. For most of those people, it's that they are too scared to see what people will think. They're too scared to post on their main Instagram account because their friends might see it, so they create a backup account. Nothing wrong with that, by the way, but you're avoiding the issue. Or, as I said, they post one video, but then they don't post consistently. Why? Because the doubts come in. The doubts come in, and let's be real. It's easier to just not post the content and stay within your bubble, stay within your comfort zone, than actually post the content. So when I started in 2020, I was scared, for sure. I didn't want to post. I really thought, what will my friends think? What will my family think? What will the people I know already think? And obviously the people that are going to think negatively that are in your life right now are probably not the people that should be in your life. So when you start posting on your personal brands, it will show you who the true real people are. If you post and a supposed friend starts to laugh at it, joke, whatever, that's fair, right? That's culturally in Ireland, we would do that. But you'd know when it's serious and when it's actually just having a laugh. And so the good news there is that you'll be able to pick and see pretty quickly who's going to be able to support you truly. And this doubt is always going to be there. It's probably not something you're going to just get over in one day. The way you navigate that then is you make this a non-negotiable. So you make this one of the things that you do every day, every 2 days, whether you feel like it or not, right? There's certain things in life you have to just do, irregardless of how you feel. If you have kids, right? You can't just fucking wake up one day and not care for your kid because you don't feel like it. Obviously, you have to do it. And you have to use that same mindset with this. So when I started my personal brand, what I did to make it a non-negotiable was I committed to 3 TikTok videos a day, every day, for 90 days. That was my plan. So I would post a total of 270 pieces of content. And at that point, I allowed myself to decide if this was worth the time or not. And quite frankly, in 90 days, I didn't see a whole lot of results. I really did not. A couple of videos with a couple thousand views, nothing major. But I could see that there was the potential, so I was willing to double down and do it. And for a lot of you, this kind of fear and this doubt is going to come from the fact that creating content is not easy. You're going to need to know what exactly you're going to post about. You need clarity on the concepts, the topics that are going to work for your audience. And so if right now you're like, yeah, I don't mind, right? Like I'm confident enough to do this. I don't care what people will think, but you don't have clarity on exactly what you should post, what your strategy should be. And that's also then going to hold you back. If you're in that bucket of people, you probably need to get some help, right? Like some consulting, some more information about how to do content, how to create content, how to post it, how to make it look good. And if you're in stage 1 of you're just building up the courage and the mindset to do it, again, it might make sense to get help, because if you can get insights from people that have already gone through what you're trying to go through yourself, it doesn't have to be me, but I'm just saying, if I went through that period of dealing with hate comments, putting myself in the awkward situation to post business type content to mainly an audience of my college friends and people I knew from school, then I'll probably be able to give you some tactical, tangible tips and advice as to how you can probably do it as well. If that sounds about right, you'll see there's links in the description of this video. You can reach out, you can have a chat with me, you can see if what I offer might be a good fit for you. But my main point for you is that posting content, building a personal brand, it's not as sexy as it might seem. And I don't want to turn you off the idea of doing it, but I want you to know the reality. We're all seeing videos where people are saying that building a personal brand is the way to make tons of money. It's the way to get clients on autopilot for your agency, for your coaching, consulting business, and they're not wrong. But you also need to know that it's difficult to get the courage to do it. And so at the end of the day, you've 2 routes. You can look at all this stuff and say, cool, wow, not for me, that's too much, I'm going to stay in my bubble, I'll stay in the comfort zone, that's for somebody else. Those are the thoughts I had. I'm naturally an introvert. Putting myself out there doesn't come naturally, but the payoff has completely outweighed all those negatives. Times 10, easily. One of the best decisions I've made. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good one.